A silence has fallen over the football community, heavy and unfamiliar, the kind that arrives when words no longer seem sufficient. Today, we gather not to talk about tactics or results, but to remember a young life that carried promise, warmth, and an unmistakable light. Ethan McLeod was only 21 years old, yet in that short time, he managed to leave an imprint far deeper than many do in a lifetime. His journey, though tragically brief, was filled with purpose, passion, and an energy that lifted those around him. He was returning home after doing what he loved most, playing football. A simple journey, a familiar road, and a future still unfolding. On the M1, that journey came to an abrupt and heartbreaking end, leaving behind shock, grief, and unanswered questions. For those who shared the dressing room with Ethan, he was more than a teammate. He was a presence, someone whose arrival changed the atmosphere, whose laughter cut through tension, and whose determination set standards without ever demanding attention. On the pitch, Ethan played with fearlessness. He chased every ball as if it mattered most, because to him, it always did. He understood the privilege of wearing the shirt and honored it with every sprint, every challenge, every moment of effort. Off the pitch, he carried the same intensity for life. He listened, he encouraged, and he cared. His kindness wasn't loud or performative, it was genuine, natural, and deeply felt by those fortunate enough to know him. Coaches saw in him a rare blend of discipline and joy. He trained hard, asked questions, and pushed himself relentlessly, yet never lost the smile that reminded everyone why football is loved in the first place. Teammates leaned on him in difficult moments. When confidence dipped, Ethan lifted it. When frustration built, he eased it. When belief wavered, he restored it, often without even realizing he was doing so. Supporters saw a young man playing with his heart on his sleeve. They recognized the hunger in his movement, the honesty in his performance, and the respect he showed for the badge and the crowd. To his family, Ethan was everything. A son with dreams, a source of pride, a reason to believe in tomorrow. No words can measure the weight of their loss, nor the depth of love that surrounds them now. This tragedy reminds us how fragile life truly is, how quickly routine can turn to heartbreak, how moments we assume will repeat endlessly can suddenly become memories. Yet within this pain, there is also something enduring. Ethan's spirit did not vanish with his passing. It remains in the stories told about him, in the laughter recalled, and in the lessons he left behind. He taught us that effort matters, that attitude shapes legacy, that kindness, when paired with ambition, creates something unforgettable. He showed that professionalism isn't about age, but about mindset. That respect isn't demanded, it's earned. And that joy can exist even in the most competitive environments. The loss has shaken everyone connected to the club. Players, staff, supporters, all united now by grief, reflection, and remembrance. There will be empty spaces where Ethan once stood. A seat in the dressing room. A name on the team sheet. A voice that used to echo with encouragement. But there will also be moments when his presence is felt more strongly than ever. In the extra effort made in training. In the unity shown on the pitch. In the decision to keep going, even when it hurts. Ethan's journey may have ended too soon, but his influence did not. It continues to shape the people he inspired, the standards he set, and the hearts he touched. As time moves forward, the pain may soften, but the memory will remain sharp. Clear, bright, alive, he will be remembered, not for how he left, but for how he lived. Fully, passionately, authentically. Football will go on, as it always does. Matches will be played, goals will be scored, seasons will change. But Ethan McLeod will always be part of this story. His name will be spoken with respect. His smile remembered with warmth. His legacy carried with pride. Today, we do not say goodbye forever. We say thank you. Thank you for the effort you gave. The joy you shared. The example you set. Rest in peace, Ethan. You will never be forgotten.